Welcome back to HoI3. After a short break, I needed to eat something, and then I was seeing if I could do something else, but actually, and finally, I don't have a better alternative to streaming, so here I am again. We just defeated France together with Germany, while the Italian army didn't achieve any territorial gains in southern France, thanks to extremely high levels of fortification. We did manage a few naval wins against the French and the British. Actually, we can also reduce convoy warfare now that we don't have to fight the French anymore. So France was defeated. Vichy France was formed. The Italian did manage to seize the Tunisian east coast and the port in Sousse, with a tiny benefit of some rare materials. We have also been able to overrun about 3 divisions. Egyptian divisions under British command, or Egyptian divisions, or British divisions on Egyptian divisions under British command, I'm not sure. And we did want to replace this commander with someone who isn't an old guard and someone more suited to fighting with an armored unit. We'll pull these medium bombers to North Africa as well. The other question is, what will we do with the 2 infantry divisions? In Italian-occupied Tunisia. Italy will have a large coast to garrison. Actually, we already do. Yeah, just the homeland alone is probably 2,000 kilometers of coastline. Which is a lot. One option that I'm thinking of is training garrison divisions. Each would train for 86 days. First, let's get rid of the invasion. On Sardinia. Maybe this is unnecessary. I did forget to switch over to the main screen so you can see what's going on. I apologize for that. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, not much has happened. It's actually only 1 day past. I did check out the Italian, the Tunisian coast that we occupy. I'm thinking about pulling some of these divisions back, maybe the entire corps, or maybe only leaving 1 division here for garrison duty. In Sardinia we're dealing with the remaining allied forces. They have retreated into the center of the island, but they're unable to fight really anymore. We've heavily bombarded them from Cagliari. We have sent some transports to Genova. We have pulled back the Marines. We're also thinking about what to do with all these divisions garrisoning the border with France. They weren't actually garrisoning, but we're trying to break into France here across this heavily fortified border. We have reassigned a new commander for 3rd Armor Division. And that's essentially it. In Ethiopia we're waiting for our troops to deploy so we can push the British back. But they are being reinforced by South African divisions. We have dealt with the remainder of the British in Somaliland. I think the most important project now is Egypt and the Suez Canal. If we manage to secure the Suez Canal, the British will be on the back foot in the Eastern Mediterranean, and we will be able to reinforce Ethiopia again. Let's check in on our navy. We have 3 squadrons in Tarrant. And 1 in La Spezia. Which we could theoretically use I'm pulling off all non-essential troops from garrison duty. This is a skill 4 leader. We'll also replace some commanders. Now okay, we have some commanders available. We can replace easy with Singales. And Telvodice with Gambara. And in the army HQ, we'll assign Pintor. I think eventually we'll pull off all divisions. I have a feeling that probably most of the light armor, not most, but some, maybe an additional light armor division will deploy in Egypt. Okay, Conte di Cavour and Alberico da Barbiano have been repaired, so has the 10th Destroyer Squadron. Let's see if we can get some more metal. The supply from the Soviet Union seems to be pretty stable. Let's try to get as much as possible. They accept, so we get a delivery of a total of 48 units of metal every day. Let's see if we can get more coal from Germany. Norway again tries to join the Comintern for the second time, and again the Soviet Union declines. And by the way, the Soviet Union is at war, I think, with Finland. No. I thought the Soviet Union decided on the Finnish Winter War. Okay, we have a bunch of divisions now in Genoa that we pulled out of the former front line with France. I would like to send at least one motorized infantry division. and 1 light armor division. We'll also send a core HQ. And I'm thinking of deploying at least 1 mountain infantry division in Albania. Okay, here the attack starts. Which means we don't have time. The Ethiopians faithfully join in the battle on the Tanzanian colonial troops. And so on the south side of the British incursion we have 24th Infantry Division defending. British are again trying to bombard our naval base in Tarrant. The light bombers are no longer needed in northern Italy. We have finished a transport squadron. Probably a good idea to keep building those, at least for the next little while. We were pretty effectively denying the British passage through the Red Sea. And a whole bunch of divisions have arrived in Ancona. British medium bombers are attacking Pfunds in former Austria. It's not quite clear why. But that's what it is. Yes, second. Light armor division is on its way, but we wanted to go to Tobruk actually. I will cover it. With a small force. Not quite sure what exactly British are bombing here. But if it makes them happy, I suppose they're trying to attack Rhine. Are they flying around Switzerland? Okay. Okay, so we have a British offensive in Somalia. And we're going to need Ethiopia to help defending. UK decides to destroy the French fleet. Yep, South African cavalry is pushing northeast. ideally I'll be able to bring this militia division to Mogadishu to relieve the infantry here, and then I can use the infantry. I have an additional infantry division to work with. That's at least the plan. United States decide destroyers for bases. Essentially trading destroyers for basing rights, which helps the British with additional destroyers, securing their supply lines. And we happen to run into a small force, 2 British light cruisers under we are looking at the 8th Squadron under Rear Admiral Campioni. The South Africans have a very bad situation here. Okay. East Africa is now fully under Italian control. Wait, where are the two militia divisions? Huh? What? Something is weird. What's going on? Why is... Where are these fighters in Bludenz? Where's Bludenz anyway? It must be somewhere in Austria. Just defend northern Italy. That's all I'm asking. And I'm still trying to find the two militia divisions. Here it says they are in Albania, in Tirana. I can't click through to them. Are we engaging the enemy? What's going on? Why are you stop attacking Constance? Just air defend. Over northern Italy. Okay, so this division is here. What about the other one? The British are serious about East Africa. They're bringing air units as well. So we need to secure the Suez Canal as to reinforce Ethiopia. That seems to be the first order of business. Japan joins the Axis. We are now benefiting from cooperating intelligence networks, giving us a bonus to espionage and counter-espionage, and research efficiency. Suppose we'll keep researching tanks to an extent. And your on-click has been refused by the Allies. Germany managed to land some additional divisions in Norway. I think Norway will soon fall. It's interesting though that the Germans are apparently going for a winter offensive. And they're also massively using armor. Guangxi clique tries to join the Allies and the British accept. We have finished some support brigades. So these two militia divisions are definitely in Albania. I want to see. I want to compare Italian destroyer to German destroyers. Sea defense 29, sea attack 5.62. $5.27. The range is less, but doesn't matter. What about IC 579? 254 days. They cost less IC to build. And less time to build as well. It seems that the German destroyers are better than the Italian ones. What about their naval bombers? Sea attack 14.5. Air defense 8.75. It seems that they are better as well. Japanese probably have even better destroyers. Sea defense 29, they're on par with the Germans and they have even more sea attack. We will get a license for free. The question is, would it really be that little IC? Let's see if we can get a Japanese license. Okay, they have been accepted. Okay, with some Japanese aid, we're building 2 flotillas of destroyers. It looks like most of the ships that were damaged are repaired now. Except for 2 light cruisers. About the, there was a heavy cruiser. which was slightly damaged still. It looks like all units are healthy now. Oh no, Marco Polo is still only at 90%, so we'll return to base. I was basically having this fleet patrol here to shield my transports. Hey Tiroi, nice to see you. I had to eat some dinner, but now I'm back for a little bit. We're getting some Japanese help for 2 squadrons of destroyers. As the Japanese have joined the Axis. Speaking of licenses, I'm also trying to see if the Germans have better submarines than we do. Convoy attack 6, sea defense 20.5 and sea attack 3.75. Yeah, they have more convoy attack, roughly the same sea attack. Sea defense. We have 13, I think they had more, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they have a lot more. So we are to build more submarines. We'll probably go for a German license build. Germans are running a few submarine flotillas. That's good. I'm wondering what happened to the German surface fleet. They actually have a surface fleet. A battle cruiser, a battleship, 2 destroyer flotillas, a heavy cruiser and a light cruiser. And they're running it actively right now in the Biscay. They're repairing a battleship in Brest. I have a battle cruiser sitting in Bruges, a heavy cruiser and 2 light cruisers in Dordrecht. I think those will eventually get bombed to annihilation, because probably the AI is not smart enough to move those surface units away from ports. They have a large transport fleet sitting in Denmark. They're using it to ferry in troops into Norway. They have a bunch of divisions sitting here in northern Denmark. And they have a considerable force now landed in Trondheim, although no HQs. Those are all divisions, and I don't see any HQs anywhere. We're trying to exchange these full-strength infantry divisions for militia divisions for port defense, and we're trying to move troops so we can break out from this bridgehead here and finally seize the Suez Canal. I have to say, setting objectives for Ethiopia works quite well. I've set an objective here to defend in Mogadishu, and they're sending 2 regiments of militia, maybe some more here. I've set an objective here to retake this province, Dolo. This has also worked brilliantly. Now we're at a slight deficit because we are importing metal. A lot of metal from the Soviet Union. We're importing coal, but we're still at a deficit. But I think we can get more coal from Germany anytime we want. Okay. He'll actually stay here. We have 2 infantry divisions that we can move. Not quite sure what to do with them, but I think North Africa is probably the place to be. Since Malta is being kept busy by Italian naval bomber attacks. We might be able to sink a British light cruiser. We can safely move, I think, along the African coast. What was that last message? Now we have some ground attacks in Dolo. That's pretty much it. And then we have some aerial combat over the Adriatic Sea. Okay, the first Ethiopian units have arrived in Mogadishu, which frees our own infantry division, the 5th, for an attack on South African cavalry. This will take some time because we have to cross a river. Alexandria is still only defended by an infantry division. Aerial counterattack on Mogadishu was to be expected pretty much. Okay, our infantry divisions have arrived. In Benghazi. I think the 5th CCNN division will I'm not going to transport it, although the British don't seem too active, but I'm going to go the safe route and send them along the coast. Our naval bombers are again over Malta. Looks like the light cruiser has either... Oh no, it's still here. Still see it. And the ground defenses are 1 infantry division with 3 infantry regiments. So we have to think about preparing an operation to take Malta. This will be a serious blow to the UK if we manage to take the Suez Canal and Malta. Let's start the attack on Alexandria. Then we'll be able to fly in some close air support because we'll have a base close to the front. I won't be able to fly them across the Mediterranean. So we'll wait without having to rebase them, so we'll wait for ground forces to capture the air base. I think those we can fly across. the UK take control of Greenland and Iceland. That's not something we can do much about. What is it that we finished? I suppose some convoys were finished. Let's build some escorts. Battle of Iskandria is won. The British retreat. Iraq has experienced a coup d'etat and joins the Anti-Comintern Pact. Right, thank you, Tiro. I'm just reading your message. Currently, it seems I don't have a game category assigned to my stream. That's weird because OBS Streamlabs asks me to define a game category, and I'm pretty sure I set it there. And if not there, I usually set it on restream.io. But wait, let me save the game quickly, because sometimes it crashes when I tab out of it. Thank you for telling me though. Wait, sometimes the game crashes when I tab out, so I'm saving it quickly. Let me put this intermission screen, and I'm going to check quickly. Go to settings. I might have, like, probably, I'm going to check this for the next stream, because I think I will have to interrupt the stream in order to change it. But it's, normally I set the game category, but because I haven't streamed in a while, it might have changed something with the settings, and I might not have set it up correctly again when I started streaming again a few days ago. But I'll look after this before the next stream. Yeah, it's a good thing you do check this. Because I'm not, sometimes I'm not paying attention to as much to all those details as much as I should. Okay, we should be taking Alexandria. And obtaining a front base. It looks like we have beaten the South African cavalry west of Mogadishu. Yeah, thanks for paying attention. I'm going to check on this definitely before the next stream. Because as you say, it'll allow people to find the Hearts of Iron 3 stream if they're looking for it. And I've had a YouTube viewer telling me just a few days ago that he very much enjoys the Hearts of Iron 3 streams, that he was missing them. So it's probably a good thing if people can find it easily. We have improved the twin-engine aircraft armament. That'll help our naval bombers and medium bombers. And China, the Republic of China, decides to ask the UK to join the Allies. China is under pressure. Japan is making further headway along the coast, but also inside the Chinese heartland. But the Japanese infantry divisions look pretty weak, I have to say. Well, some of them do. Guess some of them don't have support brigades. Oh, thank you, Theory. Yeah, I like it, of course. It's a great hobby. I was thinking about other games that I could stream, and I do have a few other military or strategic simulations that could be interesting. But on the other hand, it's good to focus on one game, because the better you understand the game, the more interesting games you can play. And if you play a lot of different games, it's hard to build up this this experience and knowledge. We have one more research project that we can assign. We could increase the range. Although right now range is maybe not the most important problem. Industry technologies are usually pretty hard to research. Additional icy would always help as well. So I suppose we'll start here. As soon as Alexandria falls, we'll move in, fly in our close air support wings, and prepare for the river crossing. This mountain infantry division in Albania should get a support brigade. We will deliver it using our transport fleet. Okay, Alexandria is under Italian control. Let's switch out the commander here while this air fleet is disorganized. Now let's fly into close air support. Across the Mediterranean. The United States decide on the Lend-Lease Act, helping several of their allies against, or in their fight against fascism, providing industrial support. Shibei Sanma asks to join the Allies, which the United Kingdom allows. And Iraq is really in the Axis now. That's interesting. So they are at war with the UK, of course, and they are attacking Jordan as a UK ally. Let's see what the Iraqi army has. Militia. 3 infantry regiments. 3 more. A motorized infantry regiment even, and light armor. And garrison in the capital, but they're not garrisoning their port. I think they should be worried about Kuwait and the potential British landing. Maybe we're keeping the British busy so much so that going to have the militia stay back, protecting the port. yeah, I was saying, hopefully we are keeping the British busy enough for the Iraqi being safe from an invasion. Since the British don't have to fight on the European mainland anymore after the fall of France, they probably have a lot of divisions available. The Germans have expanded their bridgehead in Norway a little bit. They're far from controlling the entire Norwegian territory. Okay, I think it's time. No. So. Yep, it's time to attack. That's good. A lot of these commanders are engineers. Which one isn't? I will keep 3rd Armored Division in reserve. They will attack. We have improved first aid. That's great. Now we could get combat medicine. I think it's more important to quickly get better research efficiency. Radar will be good because we are going to have to develop surface detection systems, and to do that we are going to need a certain level of radar, I believe. Level 2 possibly. We should get the The medium bombers are already attacking, that's good. There is a carrier. Ooh, there is a large... Wow. Okay, I think the British have moved their entire fleet into the Red Sea. Three battle cruisers, 11 battleships, 11 carrier air groups, 5 carriers, 26 destroyer flotillas, 1 light carrier, 8 heavy cruisers, 19 light cruisers, and 13 transports. Are they trying to land in our rear? 13 transports worry me. Or are they trying to reinforce Suez? And sneakily they've come around the African east coast. They have not moved their fleet through the Mediterranean. And I don't think it means anything good. Maybe we are lucky and the 13 transports are empty. But if they're landing in Ethiopia, or if they're reinforcing Suez, we'll have a very bad day. They're moving into this port. Interestingly, our submarine flotilla didn't take any damage at all. British fleet is still moving north. I think they might be trying to reinforce the Suez Canal. My submarine flotilla is taking damage. So I'll try to extract my submarines into a port. Whatever the British are doing with their gigantic fleet can't be anything good. There are some Soviet units in the Mediterranean. Egypt is a British puppet. So they automatically joined the war against Italy once we declared war on France. Norway again asks to join the Comintern, but now of course the Soviet Union are not interested, as to not upset the Germans. But they're holding their own so far. The Germans are moving in more troops, and they have a lot of air force in Norway. And we have crossed the river, and we need to push immediately. We need to secure the port ASAP. We'll use our close air support planes to attack the port, because we need to quickly seize it, hopefully before the British arrive with their fleet. We could also actually move with our own fleet. Might be too late. We need our medium bombers. To attack here. Our battle fleet has arrived here. I don't know where the British are. They're still on the way, or what exactly is going on? So we'll patrol the Nile Delta. I'll accept a German trade deal for some energy, we could use it. that we're running low, but we can maintain a reserve. Supplies are also good since we have Alexandria, because we can move in with convoys. And our surface fleets here are also, of course, attacking convoys. There are some British units here, I'm not sure which ones. Possible that this gigantic British fleet will show up. The Iraqis have moved into Palestine, into Jordan. I'll try to cross the Suez Canal. This attack across the river is completely exhausted. First Libyan division. I'm going to pull back my fleets to, I suppose, to which is the bigger port. Alexandria is huge. We'll rebase to Alexandria. Even if we seize, yeah, we control the Suez Canal. It gives us some benefits, that's great. Less IC wasted on consumer goods. As I was saying, even though we control the Suez Canal, I don't want to run into this gigantic British fleet. Port Said has fallen. Meanwhile, the Iraqis are advancing into Jordan. reinforce Ethiopia. And strong allied forces are moving up. Probably preparing an attack on Ethiopia. Okay, so that's going to be the subject of next stream, because that's a larger operation now. Wasn't expecting Italy to advance this fast in Egypt, but I guess everything started with the Germans attacking France already in 1939. The fall of France was at, I believe it was at the end of November, maybe early December 1939. And it has accelerated the development greatly, and of course we aggressively pushed in Egypt, and the British were not able to reinforce in time. And we got lucky in Ethiopia and were able to take out the British and French holdings in our back. So we control the Red Sea entrance to an extent. And apparently we control the Suez Canal now. With the French, with the Italian-Libyan army having pushed over the canal already. That's good. We have now bases on the eastern Mediterranean seaboard. We'll link up with the Iraqis who have joined the Axis as a result of a coup, and we'll reinforce Ethiopia. Yes, controlling Suez does trigger a bonus. There was a message that popped up, maybe you didn't see it, but the bonus is essentially... I think we should see it if we hover the mouse over here. Controlling the Suez Canal, plus 5% money, minus 25% consumer goods during wartime, and minus 5% consumer goods during peacetime. And that's actually a pretty big effect. It doesn't sound like a lot. So because we're at war, we only get the bonus minus 2.5%. But it knocked the consumer goods down by 2 IC basically. I think we're at, or even more, almost 3 probably. I think we're at around 21 something, and now we're down to 18.99. That's 2 more IC that we can use to train units and to repair our fleet and so on. Anyway, I think now it's definitely a larger break. I'm not quite sure when I'll be able to stream again. Hopefully sometime during this week in the evening, maybe an hour or 2. And then we'll deal with the Allied reinforcements in Ethiopia. And we'll link up with the Iraqis, that's the first and foremost. Next on the menu are consolidating control in the Mediterranean. That means Cyprus and Greece, potentially Yugoslavia. We also have to check in with our allies, with Germany, what's going on. It would be nice to get a few more countries into the Axis. Maybe Hungary, Romania and Bulgaria. We'll see, maybe we can do something about this with diplomatic influence. Eventually Gibraltar, I think, would be nice to be under Axis control. And then we have options. Yes, you're right, of course, real life enjoys priority. And it does, that's why I'm finishing now. I have to get some rest, because of course tomorrow is Monday. and it's not nice to go to work and be completely tired. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Take care. I'll see you soon. Thank you. You have a good meeting tomorrow. Take care.